guys, thank you for joining me. So today we're going to do a quick flip through of a paper bag journal. And the lady that made it, let's see what her name is. It is Agape for Gigi. And she did it a couple of months ago, like in February. And she used the cute honeybee collection, and she did a paper bag. She's calling it a flip book. But you know me, I made it a journal. Okay? So we're just going to do a quick flip through. And this is Decorate Your Life. And I used it all. I just have a pile of scraps next to me. Most adorable. And of course I'll have it linked below. And it's called Sweet Tooth Collection. And this is 7.5 by 10, 7 designs, 14 sheets, 65-pound cardstock. And this is just the cover page. The pages aren't this small. And it's like hearts and chocolate. And to me, chocolate's every day. I always joke that it's my favorite food group. Okay? So I made a paper bag journal. And it's interesting. I was like, I will be doing this. And what it is you just... What I did, okay, I didn't exactly follow her tutorial because then after I got started, I changed my mind, or I didn't, I did it in my room, so I kind of gathered a tray of supplies and just started putting it together. I didn't exactly follow her tutorial. And she did a lovely job. It was her first tutorial. It was so cute. And what it is you assemble it with an accordion. So I sealed all of one side of the paper bag, and I think I did it different than her. I trimmed them down. I sealed the back flap of the bag so you only have the front flap, okay? And then I sealed the pocket up and then left this side open to attach this accordion piece, and she shows it in her video. But I wanted to leave the accordion open. I just thought that was really cool. And then, so what I did add some signatures in between each paper bag. And then what I did, my kids hated this. They didn't even try to like it. They weren't even nice. They were like, too much, hate it, it's awful, take it off, just cut the ribbon down. They hated it. But you know me, I've got to try stuff, right? I got to push it and, color outside the lines and try, right? So what I did was I took a piece of ribbon for each signature and just wrapped it through and tied it, just in a knot. And then on the ties left, because I have 5 signatures, so I had 10 pieces of ribbon sticking out. So I was like, what am I going to do with those? And my mom loves buttons. Look how pretty these are. My mom loved buttons. She was a button-aholic. So I just picked out some pink ones and gold ones, and then I just hung them from the strings of each signature because I didn't want to connect them, or I thought about connecting them and making some kind of tassel, but then I would have lost my accordion. So I just wanted to keep the accordion. So that's why I did 5 separate ties for each signature, and then I had 10 strings to play with. So then that's what happened. I don't know. What do you think? I like it, personally. I think it's fun. I think it's silly. I think it's cute. I think it's pretty because it's such pretty buttons. Like, here's a heart-shaped one. Here's a glistening one. Here's a rose-faceted one. Here's a silly, half-round. Look at that one. Isn't that big? Isn't that pretty? So I was just playing, just looking for something to do with those 10 strings. So that's what happened. I'm like, don't mind me. I'm just trying stuff, And then I saved some of the... I did cut this collection up a little bit And I haven't cut a page down yet on her collections. I've kept everything intact. And this one, it kind of lent itself to being cut down. And the girl was inking everything with the antique linen or whatever it's called, so I did it. I felt like a good little crafter, inking everything vintage photo. And I felt like a good little crafter, inking all the edges brown, and I don't like brown, but she did it, so I followed her tutorial. And then this is some cute pink lace, and then each one of them have a card, each sack or bag, right? And then I just added five pieces of paper, and then and you know I like my elementary paper. I just made one smaller. I made them different sizes, and then I just put a thin signature of 10. Okay, I guess it's 20 sheets because it's 5 pages folded in half, double-sided, so I guess it's 20 sheets in between each signature. Okay, but look how pretty this collection is. Isn't that fun? And then this little house, and I did my pockets wrong. I folded them different, so then I only had a half a pocket, which is fine. It's just for cuteness, right? And then here's a little house, and then I might have mixed some of the pages up. And then look here, I made a little tab out of some of the scraps, and look, I put a piece of lace behind the tab. I thought that was really cute, and I will be doing that again. Just dolling up a tab. How cute is that? And I made these like tab shape because I did the bottom corners a smaller diameter than the top. I made the big more rounded diameter, so it kind of looks like a tab. I just was trimming down scrap pieces, which it's hard to call her stuff scrap, isn't it? So I just thought this was a fun project. Here, looky there. So that got a couple of things. And here's another. Signatures are all the same. And then just a couple more little scrap pieces, and then some hearts and another tab with lace behind it. Let me see if I'm even centered. Yeah, it's okay. And then, looky there. Isn't that pretty? I was just playing. I just fussy cut one of them. I had some leftover pieces because these weren't, same signature, because these weren't the full pages. And then just a couple more little cards, and then more lace behind the tab. I just thought the lace behind the tab was adorable. I'm real happy about that. And then there's that again. And I did 6 bags, which is 5 signatures. More cards, another lace behind the tab. And I did the same thing with that one, and a couple more little tags just from trimmings, right? Another signature. She didn't add signatures to hers. I went back and looked. And then she just called, and she kind of put her pockets together. Like I did a solid back and a pocket on the front, and then the back solid, or the full back, So, but she like connected her pockets facing each other, and it was really cute. Here's a couple more little trimmings, and then another, that's just a, trying to save all the scraps. I can't waste them. And then that one I had 2, so I did it double-sided. Because, see, this trimmed down to only need 2 of the hearts. So then I had a heart left on some of them, And then that was so cute. I just put that on the back. And this is all pieced together. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of my trimmings that I just wanted to put together just to fill the back up. And then, of course, I put the love on the front, right? So there, what do you think? My kids, like I said, hated this. But I was just playing, And I thought it was cute. I just got this gathered cream lace, and I love it. And I thought it was real cute to put that in between each one. And then we still have our accordion. How fun is that? You like it? And of course, I will link Agape for Gigi's video down below, and you can follow it if you wanna make it. But basically, you just take a paper bag. What I did was I just took a paper bag, trimmed it down, and I just glued this down on both sides to make the front pocket. And see, that's why my pocket isn't big enough. But she did this, and then she had a smoother, like, see, I've got corners and stuff sticking out from this, the bottom of the bag. But she did this. But I just left it like that because I knew I was going to use a bunch and I didn't want it to get too thick. So that's why I just left it like it is, and I just trimmed it down. And then what I did was I glued this, a seam here, and I glued this to make a pocket, and I glued this shut just so it didn't gap, and I glued all of this, and then this, and then the back. So then I only had this front opening. Okay? And then I left this open for my pocket, for my accordion. And then I glued the top right there just to seal that in. This inside here, here, and here. And then I glued this just to neaten it up so we didn't have any flaps sticking out. And then I glued this for the pocket. So I glued all of the seams down everywhere, except the only ones I left open was this front half of the bag and this side of the bag for the accordion. And then that's got an angle and stuff, so I couldn't make the accordion the whole length. So I just did the accordion from, you know, like an inch down on the top and bottom. And then you just make an accordion. I folded it at 1 inch, I believe. And then you just fold it in a big zigzag and just stick them down in there. Glue them and stick them down in there. And you'll see her tutorial. So isn't that a fun collection? It was really a fun project to do. And I did most of it in my room on my lap. It wasn't too hard. I have these trays, big trays, and I just put my paper cutter and my paper and grabbed some bags and glue, and I did most of it on my lap in my room. How about that? You like? So, of course, tell me what you think. And, Sweet Tooth by Decorate Your Life. Adorable. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.